it anywhere.
Hello guys, welcome to Pillow Talks, and if you're new to the channel, please like, subscribe and press the notifications. Hello ladies.
Hi.
How are you both doing?
Great.
You both look absolutely lovely.
As do you. Thank you. Thank you.
So guys, we have on the left, Diaz Don, and on the right, Legslicious Tish.
Hey.
Welcome guys, welcome guys. Today let's jump in. We are going to be discussing, is it ever okay to date your ex's friend?
Ooh. No. My ex's brethren.
Your ex's friend. So let's just, I mean, okay, let's go to you, Tish.
Do you look like you did? You gave that.
No, I mean, these are real situations that are happening like all the time. Like, it's, you know, people on Instagram calling out people and saying, oh, you know, you're dating my cousin and you went down on my cousin. And yeah, I saw it on Instagram.
Went down on the cousin?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah, I saw it on Instagram.
Did you see the two, I don't know what they're called, light-skinned
Yeah,
girls?
let's not even mention their names. But yeah,
but they were talking about
Yes,
the
so
sister. She went down on her sister.
that's
her
what
girlfriend
that's
went
what I'm
down
talking about.
on her sister.
That's what I'm talking about. So that's why I wanted
Yeah.
I wanted to touch on this subject. So
It was a lot of feelings.
what are your feelings on this
Whoa,
Tish?
that's not
Would
cool.
would you date your ex's friend in any circumstances whatsoever?
As far as I sit here now, I'd like to say no.
Okay.
There may be an exception depending on the gap in terms of, like, maybe they might not be friends now.
Yeah,
Maybe when we was dating, they were good friends at that time. And now me and him's been separated for a number of years. And, yeah, his friend. And he's not friends with that person anymore.
Yeah.
There may be a potential consideration. I don't know. But I wouldn't like to think that I would.
Do you feel like
Yeah.
if you were in that situation, do you feel like you would have to have a conversation with your ex, or would you just kind of not? Is it their business is what I'm asking. Like, if you've already been in a relationship, it didn't work with that person, 10 years down the line, you know, you've met up and you're kind of like, oh, we're really feeling each other, and it's not just a bang. Like, is it the other person's business?
I think it depends on the relationship that you have with your ex. So if you are still friends with your ex,
That's another topic.
then that is definitely another topic. We can talk about that.
We're gonna talk about that. But yeah, go on.
But no, if you are friends with your ex, then I think then it would be important to have a conversation to kind of find out where he's at with that person. And to see, and also I think it might depend on what your relationship was like with your ex, because you might have been going at that person for like 6 months, or it might have been some idiot relationship.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Something that didn't really mean much. You know, you was going out, but it just didn't work out, and it was stupid.
Yeah.
You know, as opposed to you was going out for like 5 years, and it was very meaningful, and you had a child and all this kind of jargon.
Yeah.
Or,
There's a lot of baggage involved.
Yeah. It's about being respectful.
How would you feel if the shoe was on the other foot, so to speak? So if you had an ex and your friend, you found out your friend was dating them, or your friend came to you and said, boom, my man, feeling him. What are you saying?
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, depending on what the relationship was like would determine how I'd feel about it. But
what if it was just like, because I've had a scenario where I've found out that my friend has slept with someone who I was with, and I don't even think I even addressed it because I really didn't give a shit.
Yeah, but your friend, that's your friend now, someone that you roll with.
Yeah.
You found out that she slept with
someone,
your ex.
Yeah.
And you didn't feel no way about it.
No,
and
I didn't.
No,
I didn't. And I think I didn't feel any way because I wasn't with them for that long. So I don't know. It just didn't have. I just had no emotions about
but
it.
Did she sleep with him after you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does she know you know?
No.
Hey, now you know.
Hey, bitches.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like
I never addressed it. Because I just didn't.
Yeah, but then I'd have to check the friendship.
The relationship was insignificant, and with the ex, it was insignificant in my head, and also the period that they that they supposedly, you know, done something with this person, I wasn't in their life. So we kind of weren't really, we weren't connecting at that time. So we kind of had a break. I don't know, probably didn't see her for maybe a couple of years.
Okay.
Like closely. So, yeah, I mean, and
So,
technically it's a rumour as well.
I was going to
so
say, because who told you?
Yeah.
Was it him?
Don't worry about that.
No.
Yeah, but
I'm not asking for the actual person's name, but I just mean in the sense of where did that come from and why that person feel the need to actually tell you that? Because then are they trying to create drama
yeah.
in terms of doing that?
No,
But if
do you
that
know
was
what?
me-
I think that they thought that I knew. And anyway, I'm not going to give all my secrets away.
Yeah,
but
that might
yeah,
be it.
I was just like, okay, cool. Like,
I
didn't
think-
care.
Well, I think, not short of not caring, I feel that if we then became closer again, I
Yeah.
would think that if that was me and that happened and I was aware that you had something with that person,
Mm-hmm.
I would say, you know what, because that wouldn't sit well with me. I would
Yeah.
feel very uncomfortable. And, you know, and short of girl talk, I'd be like, well, you know, say I banged them or not
Yeah.
banged them. Well, I don't speak like that, but,
Yeah.
you
You
know, I would
said
say,
it
bang
Yeah.
that. But no, I would be like, you know what,
She
sis, me and so, we did a little thing, you know, I
Yeah.
know, whatever, but I just wanted to let you know, I know that you was with him at what, I would feel personally that I need to tell
Obligated
you.
to-
Yeah,
yeah.
because it wouldn't sit well with me.
Yeah. Don, what is your opinion on this matter? Have you ever dated your ex's friend or even been in that situation where your ex's friend has tried to move you? Because I've definitely been in that situation. a
I've
few
been in
times.
that situation, and I haven't. Like,
So give us the scenario.
no, just someone I used to date, and then their friend, and I just. It was a short term thing. So, but no, like I definitely wouldn't. I would say I wouldn't like it done to myself, but there's certain people in where I'm from. Put it this way, in Scotland, I live in a very small town, so it's very hard not to date someone that could be considered as my friend. And I think if you're not over someone, it's a problem.
Yeah.
If you are, it's not a problem.
Yeah.
And depending on like
But
myself,
how would you know if, like, how would the other person know if you're over that person? Because sometimes you can have feelings for
Yeah.
someone and you don't even know until they get with somebody else. You
I
think
just-
you're over
yeah.
them, but
Yeah.
you're not.
The thing for me is I only have a set of very close friends,
Mm.
i.e. you and certain other people. And I know for a fact I wouldn't to you, and I know for a fact you wouldn't to me.
Yeah.
I just feel that that's the kind of friendships that I have.
Girl code.
Yeah, I just feel like it's so like that. It's, you know better.
Yeah.
Like, and I look at people. I've never been attracted to a friend's partner in that way because I
It's a
think
shut off, isn't it?
there's just a shut off.
Yeah.
There is.
Yeah.
I could say, oh, that guy's your boyfriend's amazing guy, lovely looking,
Yeah.
or he's a great dad, or do you get what I mean? But I wouldn't. No, that wouldn't come into my head. Again, what you're saying, if it was just someone that you had just saw and then it was a link, then there's not an issue.
Yeah.
I don't think there's an issue. Like
Yeah.
if someone I had just maybe dated, because you don't know what's going to happen.
No,
you can't help
exactly.
who you fall in love with.
Do you know what
That's true.
I had a discussion with the boys, and an interesting theory came up, and one of them said it's all about emotional maturity, especially when it comes to, you know, finding love, and it's also a lot to do with your ego. Because at the end of the day, we're all human beings, and the goal is to find someone and to
Yes.
connect
Yeah.
and to be with that person
Definitely,
and to make, you know, beautiful music.
Yeah.
And you know, at the end of the day, if you found somebody, and this was my take on it, if you wanted to be with someone who I was with, I would really have to look at myself as to why I'm reacting to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
I was
And
gonna say
because
that.
it's not fair for me to put my
Yeah.
emotions onto somebody else, because that isn't your problem. At the same time, I do understand that we do have this girl code, but then when you look at it from that point of view,
Yeah.
it's a totally different stance. Do you know what I mean?
I know a scenario. I have someone I know personally is married and has kids with a guy, and she used to date his brother,
Oh wow,
and
that's really
they
close
are
to
all
home.
totally fine. And we all look at it like, wow, how could?
So she has kids with the brother, and now she's with the other
She
brother.
was just dating the brother.
Okay,
And ended up falling in love
with the brother.
with the other brother after a short period. I think they're married. They have kids.
A short period.
Yeah, after a short period of time away from him. Yeah, it was quite short. And I remember everyone speaking about it. And personally, my opinion was, what the hell? How could you do that?
Yeah.
But now it's not. And it is emotional maturity.
No, it
and
is.
I watched a program called Split that I don't know if anyone saw it. It was on BBC. But it was a group of female lawyers.
Yeah.
And their sisters.
Mm-hmm.
And she'd been friends with a guy, and then she was married now. But the way they were divorce lawyers, and I know this is make-believe, if you want to call it, but you see the way they were handling their relationships, and it was so grown.
Yeah.
And I just was in awe of it.
Like, there are real people out there like that.
She had caught him cheating, and she took a step back. She took a break, but you could see the love was there, and there are scenarios in life like that. And I think I'm quite immature the way I deal with things.
Yeah.
The likes of, because people do have periods. If you're married in a long-term relationship, there could be a period you're going through a rocky patch, and anyone's enticing to someone. Everyone gets bored of people. I don't care what anyone says. You're gonna get bored of someone at one point.
Well, sometimes you just,
Yeah,
I mean, as a
and
partner,
then
you
could
drop
be at
the
work,
ball.
and there's this exciting person that wants to that enthralls you, but you'll soon get to realise that in time as well. That's why people do that and go back.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So I do think, but I'd like to think as I'm growing, that I'd be able to handle scenarios better like that. But I haven't got a lot of friends. My circle's quite small, so I don't think I'm ever going to have that issue.
That problem.
But
yeah.
if I did, I probably, if I don't have feelings for that person, I'm not going to ruin my friendship, because you cannot help who you feel for.
Yeah.
You can't do it. It's impossible.
That's the thing, though. I think
and I'd rather know than be hidden.
Men see things a little bit different, because one of the boys was also saying that he was in that situation and he did not act on it.
Yeah.
And he still has feelings for that girl. And because it is his friend's ex, he would never touch her. So, there's...
That's sad.
There's very different. But
that's
you know what?
Actually
also, that could end up being, like you said, your life partner.
And that's what I said. But also, I think the media have a lot to do with it as well, because if you look at all the scenarios in films, in dramas, the other person always gets upset. Mm-hmm. So I think for us to change the narrative, it has to kind of start from real situations being played into the media, so that we can see that it is a lot to do with our emotional maturity and a lot to do with our ego.
Yeah, but I think it depends what you watch, because I used to love, as a younger person, I used to love watching Hollyoaks.
Yeah.
But while I started watching it, and as you mentioned, being in a small town, Hollyoaks, everybody, so me and all three of us would have gone out with the same man.
Yeah. But that is because you're in a small town. Because there's not much to go around, is there?
Well, I'd have to stay single, because we're all sitting there talking about, he's... It doesn't feel right.
But then you say that, but then if you're in... If you live in a situation, that is the norm. Yeah. We would find that strange, because we live in London, and it's it's not that big, but it's deemed as a big city, isn't it? But even now still, you might know someone who, your ex knows, might not be a friend, but close friend, but they might know each other, because obviously London isn't that big.
It's not that big, but it's significant, because I think for myself, in terms of, I've been fortunate in that anybody that I have dated or been involved in hasn't been involved with anybody else around me. Yeah. Whereas, or is not like from the local ends, or is from the crew or something like that.
Yeah.
Because for me, it's no, I'm not taking that chance for them man to be sitting down talking about no.
But that's other people's opinions.
That's another thing.
It is. But I think for me, because of how I've grown up with the boys, my brothers, and all of that, it meant it was a lot. I didn't want to be the talk of the town, because I prided myself, and I didn't want to bring no scandal
to your family.
To my family.
Yeah, I understand that.
So I had to make sure I carried myself in a certain way, which may have had a detrimental effect in terms of my life and where I'm at now. Potentially,
could have been the one, Tish. Could have,
but
I have to. You'll never know. You'll never
know.
But
you're so right. That's how it was. If one girl was talking to, and some people, when you're growing up in that there's loads of people that are very close.
Yeah.
And
The
even
fe-
London's within a certain circle.
demographic,
London is very small.
The females
Yeah.
get more of the stick though, don't they?
They
Definitely,
do.
definitely. Because we
It's always the females that get,
We take it.
It's always
Yeah.
the females that get the most stick when
Yeah.
it comes to, you know,
Yeah.
situations like this, especially within the female circle. So it's
Yeah.
females, you know, bashing females when it comes to this
100%.
sort of scenario. But I
Definitely.
think the narrative does need to be changed where it's concerned, just and just in the respect of emotional maturity and a lot. Obviously, ego it's all based around
Definitely.
the ego, you
Yeah,
know, because
and
love
it is-
love is love at the end of the day, and
it is.
you know, why should we, you know, sort of not get a chance at it because somebody else might be unhappy because they haven't dealt with their emotions, right?
Yeah, we're all
Yeah.
big on shouting.
Yeah.
Let's deal with ourselves and
Yeah.
let's be grown and let's be woke and let's be, but we're not really when it comes to ego.
We're working on it. We're working on
we
it. You know,
definitely
and we
are.
don't
But
we
even
don't stop
I'm not.
working.
Even I
Yeah.
like I'm just
You can change those things, though, can't you?
No,
You
definitely.
know,
Definitely
it's
you
something
can.
you can
Definitely
definitely
you
work
can.
on.
But what I would say is that it's important, I guess, depending on what the relationship is like with whatever side of the fence, having a conversation could be worthwhile because it's also about
Communication.
seeing where that person's at, because I might not be over that person and I'm not going to say, oh, you shouldn't go out with him because I'm still in love with
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
But it's just to kind of, if we have a friendship, then it's just about being aware of how I feel and just letting me know, giving me the
Yeah.
heads up so that
No,
someone else
definitely.
will right, you don't say it,
Yeah.
blah, blah. And it's
No.
just like,
Communication.
Really?
yeah. Do you know,
Like,
that's the thing.
communication
that's the thing,
is
and
definitely the key.
Yeah,
I think
'cause you
in
don't
all
wanna look-
situations.
I don't want to walk. I might not want to walk in on it. Say I walk into a restaurant. I might not want to walk in on the scenario, but if I know, I'm not going to be surprised.
Yeah.
So then I'm
Yeah.
not gonna. You're not going to hurt me because you've already told me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
And you
that's
can
what
make
you
peace
ask
with it
for.
in your own time.
100%.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Ladies, thank you for coming. I think
you.
we've had a really good chat on this. And it's definitely something for people to think about. So guys,
Definitely.
if you've enjoyed this episode, please do leave a comment and let us know how you feel about this topic. Ladies, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having
and
us.
I will see you all soon.
Bye.